Hey guys, I turned the volume off on my camera, so I don't ever hear the beep now whenever I start to record. So I don't realize that it started recording. But Jeff and I went and ran some errands today, and we just got back home, and he is getting ready to put the TV up that we got for Christmas. And if you don't know, we got a TV as part of our Christmas for our bedroom. We got it from Sam's. It was like $100 and something. But anyways, we got it for in here, and we got an attachment to put on the wall. But for whatever weird reason, even though the stud is in the middle of those two windows, where it should be, and we want the TV to be in the middle of those two windows, the attachment is not hooked to where that you can attach it to the stud and the TV be in the middle. It's offset. Really weird. So Jeff is cutting a piece of plywood to put up there so that it can be in the middle. He's done this before with Selena's old room up at the other house whenever she had her TV on the wall. So he knows what he's doing. So he's doing that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. We still have a bunch of stuff that I need to, like, I've got to empty the dishwasher, and I've got some dirty dishes from last night over here that need to be washed, and like I said, dishes that need to be put away. I am going to go ahead and put away all the Christmas dishes because I don't need to leave those out anymore. So I'm going to have to get him to get me a bin out of the shed. I hope there's one that I can put the dishes in. If there's not, I'll have to figure that out. But I think there's one that I can do that with. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and all of the things that need washing before they're put away, I'm going to go ahead and get all that stuff up. Like the placemats and the tree skirt. And I think that's it. I think that's all that needs washing before we put it away for the year. But, oh, and the covers for these. I'm going to go ahead and get those off. So I guess I'm just going to set the camera up somewhere and just do stuff. And I guess let y'all watch me. I'm not undecorating. I'm leaving all the stuff on the mantle and all that stuff. I'm just going to get the stuff that needs washing and just kind of tidy up some, because we haven't really been here. How much, Jeffrey? Like the whole month? What is that?
No, we ain't been.
But how long? Like for weeks. We really hadn't been home much.
Since Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we've been, I mean, we've been home part of the time, but we were so busy doing stuff that I haven't been able to keep up with all of my normal stuff. So I'm gonna do that. And also the candies that I made at Christmas, they were a hit. So they're for Christmas dinner thing. Jeff, do we have a tote that I can put all the Christmas dishes in? Go ahead and take that in there. Like, that I can put them in, and we can put them in the shed. And like maybe the Christmas dishes and the placemats and stuff. All the Christmas linens. He's thinking. So I'll be back.
Looking up at a tree, I remember how it started. I was lost in a dream when the fire in my heart said an open rose. I've already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose. laughter and open rose. I've already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose, living in the moment in my own balloon. I glide across the ground and over the ocean, and you can't force me down as long as I'm open, like a rose that already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose, living in the moment in my own balloon.
Okay, Jeff and Noah got it hooked up, and it works and everything and all the things and stuff. I'm not going to turn anything on because I don't want any copyright issues, but it works. And the only thing is the new remote that goes with it, it doesn't have the thing where you can do the voice activated questions, and I'm used to that because the very first Roku we ever had did that, so I'm going to have to get used to that not being a feature, but that's fine. We probably won't even be watching TV much in here, but it might be something good to have, like YouTube on while I'm in here cleaning, or while I'm getting ready to go somewhere, or anything like that, or for me and Jeff to just relax in here and watch something. I don't know. Like I said before, we haven't had a television in our bedroom for years, but we decided to do that for whatever reason. I don't know why. We just did. But he put it there, and it is a little bit far away from the fireplace, which we got to clean all that up. It is a little bit far away, and he did that on purpose so that I can be able to decorate and stuff up there and have whatever I want. So maybe whenever he builds me that jewelry box, I can put it on there. What you looking like that for? Where are you going? What was that? What are you eating?
Candy.
Where'd you get candy?
Some you made. We made.
Some we made. Anyways, there's that. And now I just heard while I was setting this up, because I had to put in the password and everything, I heard the dryer go off, so I gotta go swap clothes over. I've got another 1 or 2 loads to do, so I gotta get that done.
I have a thing for darkness, but you can see with your mind. Even when I have my doubts, you say your love isn't blind. So I can give you shelter, but am I a part of your goals? Maybe none of it matters, 'cause I don't want to let go. I never meant to break a promise, I never meant to run away, but you know how to skip the madness, and I can only press replay. Whatever you see in me, I see times 1,000 in you. I hope you like the flowers
so Jeff went ahead and washed up the dirty dishes, and while I was folding clothes, and he got the beef chopped up. So I didn't know I was going to be recording our dinner with you, but I decided I would, because really I don't know what else to record. I could record me putting the dishes away, but I don't know. I'll just do that after we're done, or while I'm cooking, and not record that part. But we're going to do burrito bowls. I have shared burrito bowls before. I don't have a recipe for it necessarily. Like, I didn't get it from anywhere, but I think I have one on my blog that I created. If I don't, I'm sorry, but it's simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff going, and he's gonna cut up the chicken while I do the beef. We gotta get this on keep warm. What is that noise? What was that beeping? Was the fire radio beeping?
Oh, I didn't hear nothing.
I'm hearing things. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get the beef started. I think I'm gonna change shirts though, because I might get hot in a sweatshirt, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got some olive oil in here, and I'm gonna start putting my beef, and I've got taco seasoning and some true lime, garlic, and cilantro seasoning. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It's not gonna focus. There. Got that. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in with it. Get that spread out. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this on. I don't have a certain amount that I'm putting. And I've got the oven on keep warm, so whenever I start to put everything away before, well, to keep everything warm before we assemble, we're gonna have it in the oven. That's what I'm trying to say. I need something to put it on though. Like we could grab one of these pans. Is that what you want to do? Can you give me the red pepper flakes? Or do you want red pepper on this? Or do you just want to put some of this smoked chili sea salt with red pepper flakes? I mean, do you want that? Okay. And I'm gonna be doing, do we have any frozen corn? Because it will be fastest, I think. I'm gonna be doing corn, and we're gonna get some black beans that are they're canned, so they're not a big deal, they're easy to do. We have lettuce, we have tomato. I'm gonna saute some onions, and we're gonna have some rice. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this lime, garlic, cilantro seasoning in the rice. I'm gonna be doing the minute rice, so it'll be real easy. I'll do it in the microwave, so it won't take long. Most of the time I do rice in the Instant Pot, but since I have that, I'm just gonna do that tonight so that it'll be faster. Now we started doing this, oh, we also have cheese. Started doing this because we liked, are you okay?
Nope.
What is wrong with you? What?
Something else.
What did you think it was?
Chicken tender.
No, it's the chicken breast, thinly sliced chicken breast. But anyway, we like Chipotle and Moe's. And this is not going to be exactly like that. I wish I could figure out what seasonings they actually use on their meat, because that would be really good. But it's good enough. We like it. But as soon as I get the beef done, I'll put the onions in, cook those up. Then I'll put the chicken in, cook that up, and then I'll probably, if there's still still a lot of oil in here, I'll probably take some oil out and heat up the beans and heat up the corn. I might just do those two together. And those I don't add anything to, because by the time that this is all said and done, the seasoning is everywhere in here. So I think I will grab one of these and put it in here. It's still a little bit wet, but it'll dry in the oven. But that's the way we're going to do it. So what I'm going to do while I'm cooking all this is just like let y'all listen to some music. And I know y'all have heard a lot of music in this video, but it's a process. It's going to take a while, and everything is the same thing until you get to the point of doing the rice, and that's minute rice, so it's not hard at all. But it's the same thing. You just put it in, cook it, put it away to, you know, let it stay hot, and then go about that way.
I'm pretty sure you're safe, but still afraid. I'm walking in your garden, knowing what you're dreaming of, past the copper statues of everyone you've ever loved. Lower down the bridge and let me in, will you? You'll never get to know me from within, will you?
Okay, so I decided to come back to show you how I'm doing the chicken, because I'm not going to season it the same way. I'm going to season it with some fajita seasoning and the cilantro lime seasoning. Looks like we got more chicken than we do steak. Wait a minute, we weren't supposed to do both packets. for this. One of them was supposed to be for later. Did you do those packs? Well, okay. I guess we're going to have that for later. Now that can be washed and scrubbed and sanitized. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to use some fajita seasoning instead of the other. Same thing, it's just a different seasoning, and I wanted to tell you what I was doing just because. I don't know why I decided to do this, I just decided to. And this is the same cilantro lime stuff. And Jeff has washed a can of black beans and a can of pinto beans, and because he likes pinto and black beans with his. Also, he usually likes, well, I like brown rice. Whenever I go to the restaurant, most of the time that's what I get at Moe's, but we don't have any of that, so I'm alright with it. I don't care. Honestly, I'd eat either one, but we're doing like a cilantro lime rice. So we're gonna cook this completely through, make sure there's no raw chicken at all, because that would be disgusting and dangerous. But we didn't do the onions or peppers completely through. They're just kind of sauteed. And we weren't gonna do the peppers, but then I remembered we had some little sweet peppers in the refrigerator, so he got some of those out. So let me wash my hands, and then I'm gonna do the rice with you. Okay, so I just got me some water in a cup because Jeff's over there washing the cutting board and stuff. So this is the minute rice, like I said. Now normally you would put 1 part rice, 2 parts liquid. Of course, minute rice, you do 1 part rice, 1 part liquid. And what it is parboiled rice. So I'm doing 2 cups of rice, I guess. Do you think 2 cups is too much, Jeff? Because it would be 4 cups. Do you want to do 1.5? Yeah, I'm going to do 1.5 cups. If something happens, we need some more rice. It's minute rice. It doesn't take that long to make. And I am going to, if I can close this back up, I'm going to put a little bit of that. Well, I hadn't asked Jeff yet if he wants it or not, but I was going to put a little bit of that chili pepper or salt, smoked chili salt. He said, yep, okay. And I put a little bit more water than what we need. So it's 1.5 cups of water, 1.5 cups of rice. And then I'm going to open this all the way. Of this, I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon just to give it that little cilantro lime flavor. I hope it gives it enough. I don't know. I've never actually done this before with this. I usually just do different things. Sometimes I just do plain rice. And then the chili, smoked chili salt. And you don't need a lot of salt in this rice, even though normally you would need salt because rice and potatoes just need salt. But you don't need a lot because you're going to mix it with your other stuff, so it's going to be fine. How about some of this garlic? The garlic salt. I know, but I don't want to mess it up. Alright, so I'm going to stir it with this little spoon. And I'm just going to stick it in the microwave and cook it. I'm going to shake my chicken, and I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, I got to change the brightness back. Okay, so the chicken is almost done, and Jeff is cutting up the lettuce I'm gonna wash it, and he's gonna cut up tomato, but he's gonna wash it before he cuts it. And we gotta do the cheese. And I have the 2 cans of beans. I'm gonna mix those 2 together and put them in here. I'm not gonna worry about having them separated because all 3 of us like those. Maggie has decided to get up and have some water, so she's tapping everywhere. But I think the chicken is just about at the point where it needs to be. I think it's done. Yeah, that's done. That just fell apart. I don't want it to get dried out, but I want it to be safe. We don't like unsafe chicken. We don't want to be sick. Alright. Some of them are a little bit bigger, so let me make sure. If I can cut them with a silicone spatula that has no metal at all in that part, I'm pretty sure they're done. Alright. So I'm going to put these onto the pan, and I've kind of kept everything kind of separated in here. I don't know why. Well, I've kept the vegetables on one end and the meat on the other. I don't know why I did that, I just did. Which we're going to have a whole lot more chicken than beef, but we don't care. And from what I understand, chicken has more protein anyways. But like I said, I put the fajita seasoning on the chicken. And I will show y'all how we put this together, but I'm not going to do a taste test because I already know that we like this. We've been cooking this for, how many years have I been doing this? 3 or 4 or 5?
Let's see, 1, 2, yeah.
Probably about 4 or 5. I just decided to try to do it at home. And we do change some stuff sometimes, but most of the time it's very similar. What kind of cheese do we want to use? Excuse me, ma'am, you gotta get out of here, and that's lettuce, you can't eat it. I mean, she probably could eat it, but she probably wouldn't want to. Alright, I gotta drain these beans. We are draining the beans, but we're not rinsing them because there's no sense in rinsing them. We're mainly just trying to heat them through. I dropped the bean in there, Jeffrey. Oh, that was my supper. These, I don't know if they have any juices. They maybe overpacked them beans. Nothing's coming out. Seriously, nothing coming out. Watch it all be in the bottom. Them beans is full. Hopefully it won't. No, they didn't have any liquid. Well, I'm glad we didn't want the bean liquid because they didn't have much. We got our money's worth out of them beans. In today's standards anyways. Alright, so now I'm just going to heat these up because they're already cooked. They just need to be heated up. So, and also they're going to pick up all that yummy flavor in there. And I'm going to put them on the pan, but I got to get this pan back in the oven. I don't know why I didn't already do that. Alright, I'll be back.
This love has never been stronger. I'm up in the clouds when you're around, but when you're not, it's getting much harder. And I'm falling down, down, I'm falling down. I see your face on all of the pages in the scrapbook of my mind. To put it down for a while takes ages. Then I'm falling down, down, I'm falling down. I'm thinking of you every day, a million times, hoping you hear me. Tell me you do. Every day, a million times, just when I'm thinking of you. late to wave goodbye. I know it's crazy, but I can't help it when I'm falling down, down, I'm falling down. I'm thinking of you every day, a million times, hoping you hear me. Tell me you do. Every day, a million times, just when I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you every day, a million times, hoping you hear me. Tell me you do. Every day, a million times, just when I'm thinking of you.
Okay, so we're gonna build Jeff's first because he wants everything in it. So I gotta fluff the rice up and get that going. Do you want your rice on the bottom, or how do you want me to do it? Just the way they do it? You want the lettuce first? In the restaurant they put the beans and then the rice. The rice and the beans. We'll do whatever you want. They put the rice and the beans, then the meat. Or we can do whatever. Hey, do you want to taste this rice? Because we don't even know how it's going to taste. It might be bad. It might be real bad.
Can't be bad.
It can be. Don't just stick it in your mouth. It's hot. You just stuck it in your mouth. Is it good? Can you taste the flavors that are in it?
Not much.
Not much. All right.
You
So,
can.
what? You can't taste those flavors? Is that enough rice for you?
Yep.
Alright, put the rice. I'm just going to use the same. Not going to do that because I'm not going to bust something. I'm going to use the same spoon because it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Well, I would, but I'm trying to show them how I'm doing it and I don't really want to move it from where it's at. How many beans do you want? A bunch. This is really... Here, how about we put the beans over here closer? It would make more sense for them to be right here. He likes a lot of beans. So tell me how, that's enough? Alright, so you want chicken and beef?
I'll take chicken.
You want just chicken?
Sure.
I mean, there's plenty of beef.
I said chicken.
Okay, fine. And I am trying to get a little bit of that juice that's in there with that. Will you please do something with Ellie? Because she's out there whining. Because she thinks she's supposed to eat our foods. Not really. That's not what it is. She just thinks she's supposed to never go outside. Even though she wants to go outside. It's crazy. She's so confusing. Alright, is this... I'm not going to ask him. I'm not going to ask him every time. We're just going to put some onion on there. And some pepper. Which I want everything except the pepper because, I mean, I like the pepper in some things, but for some reason I just don't want pepper in this. And sometimes we use bell pepper. No, ma'am, you better get out of my kitchen. There's a little piece of corn in there already. He won't care. He wants the corn. He doesn't like a lot of corn. I like more corn than he does. How much corn do you want?
That work?
That all you want?
I don't know what all you got in there.
Everything. I put about half the peppers because Noah wants pepper too. I don't know if he'll want all that pepper, but
Work.
I don't know if I have enough. I put about a third of the onion.
That work.
Alright, so we'll set that there. And put tomato. I put it on the wrong, I was trying to put it everywhere, but it went in one spot.
Yeah.
I know, you'll stir it around. We gotta make it picture perfect. Alright, this is sharp cheddar, a little bit of Colby Jack we had left, and some pepper jack. So I'm gonna try to dig from kind of the bottom part. Oh, we gotta have your lettuce. Put your lettuce on there. However much you want. Stop eating the lettuce. He's eating the lettuce. Alright. How much cheese do you want?
Just
I know you don't like as much as me and Noah. That's all you want? And then he put salsa on it, but he's gonna... How much do you want of salsa? You over here crunching right here beside the camera, man. Alright, I gotta take a picture. You can't have any yet.
I'll set this on the side.
I gotta have a thumbnail.
We ready to eat?
Alright, so there's Jeff's. It looks good. And it may not look like the ones at the restaurant, but it looks better to Jeff. It looks good to me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the video before I build mine. Well, I'm probably gonna, I don't know what can do his own, but anyway, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.